Welcome, collectors and diecast enthusiasts. Thank you for joining me for a brand new edition of Diecast Emporium. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the IMC Models Hydrema 912FS 10-ton rough terrain dump truck. But before we do that, let us focus a little bit about Hydrema, because that's a name that you don't typically hear of too much in the construction industry. Hydrema is a family-owned Danish company that develops specialized construction and defense products. They have a dealer network that distributes these equipment all over the world. The company was formed in 1959 during the height of hydraulics technology advancement. In fact, the name Hydrema was created based on the Danish phrase, which I'm going to do to the very best of my ability here, hydraulisk entrepreneur maskiner, which in English translates to hydraulic earth-moving machinery. So if you take a look at the name, you have HYD for hydraulic, you have the R here and the E for entrepreneur, and then the MA for maskiner, which is for machinery. So hydraulic earth-moving machinery, and that's how you get the name. In addition to dump trucks, Hydrema's product range includes backhoe loaders, excavators, rail maintenance equipment, and defense equipment for the military, such as mine-clearing vehicles. Today, Hydrema is Denmark's only manufacturer of large earth-moving equipment. If you are interested in purchasing one of these models, I encourage you to send Hydrema an email at sales.us@hydrema.com. I will put that email down in the video's description. Let's turn our attention now to the model that you see. It comes in a clear window style package. You have the Hydrema name down here. You can clearly see the model inside. Top of the box, Hydrema, scale model 150th, 912FS dump truck. On the side here, you have information on the Hydrema headquarters as well as their website. Same thing on the other side, except this has the item number, which is 0850500. On the back of the box, you have some information on the real truck. So we'll go over this real quickly. Detailed interior with joystick, multi-tip 180 degrees tipping, suspended front axle, articulation point centrally located with oscillated pivot point. The Hydrema 912FS scale model is distinguished by quality, durability, and innovative features, just like the original dump truck. Some of these are highlighted here. Bottom of the box has all of your copyright information and details. Once again, there's your product codes and information, the IMC Models logo, and a variety of other copyright information. With that done, let's begin the unboxing process. All you have to do is open one of the flaps on the side of the model. They are not taped, which is helpful. Just pop one side open. There are no twisty ties or anything. The model is housed just in two plastic formers. Also, the model is complete. There is no assembly required with this particular diecast. Once you do that, you are free to display your model. With our dump truck free from the packaging, we can begin the model's review. First, let's take a look at the decal application. You have Hydrema up here, which is very nice and crisp. You have a small warning label down here right ahead of the articulation or pivot joint. At the top of the cab, you can clearly read 912FS. The front of the truck, you have Hydrema with a very nicely implemented front grille pattern, lights, as well as two beacon lights on top, forward-facing lights, and orange or amber turn indicators. You also have a rather large windshield wiper, but that doesn't detract too much from the overall look of the cab. Turning the truck to the rear, you have some lights, as well as the Hydrema name just below the bed of the dump truck. On this side, very much the same, but one noticeable addition that looks particularly good is the exhaust and the exhaust housing that is perforated through with some small holes, which you can see on the guarding of the exhaust stack. Looking on top, you can see into the dump box, and if we look at the back of the cab, you can see that there's additional protection on the back window, which is a little bit hard to see, but it is there, and that's done by an addition of a plastic piece over the black window in black. Looking underneath the truck, You can see the tread pattern on the wheels, which is very realistic to that of the real machine. You can also see a lot of hydraulic cylinders, which control the dump box as well as the articulated steering. And in black, you can just make out what appears to be a drive shaft, which is another nice detail. So those are the details and decal applications on the model. Let's turn our attention now to the functionality. First off, the truck rolls extremely freely and well, with all 4 wheels grounded and moving very freely. The truck also will articulate across the articulation point, which is how an articulated dump truck moves. As I said during the early part of the video, this is a small site dumper, so it's only capable of hauling 10 tons. And it does dump traditionally, like most dump trucks do. But the most interesting aspect about this model is the fact that, yes, you can dump traditionally through the back portion of the truck, but check this out. You can also rotate to either side. So if you're doing some small ditch work, for example, you don't have to completely reposition the truck by moving forward, backing up. Instead, you can just turn the dump box to either side. So we'll go over to this side now, which gives you added flexibility on the job site. So the fact that they were able to accurately model that in 1/50 scale, which mimics the function of the real machine, is really cool, and that's what sets this model apart from other articulated dump trucks. So that's the functionality on this model. Before we conclude the video, let's set it up with a realistic pose next to an excavator. So let's bring him over here. We'll bring in a Cat 323 excavator and show you what the two look like posed together. This will also give you a good indication of size reference, so you can see the exact scale of this size truck. So there you go. That's what it looks like with a 323 size excavator loading the dump truck. So in conclusion, the Hydrema 912FS 10-ton dump truck by IMC Models is a very unique model. It turned out great in 1/50 scale, and I think it would look really good, equally at home on your shelf, in your display case, or in your diorama. The fact that it has the very interesting and flexibility to move the dump box either to the left or to the right is what sets this model apart. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if you are interested in purchasing one of these models, you can email sales, that's sales.us, as in United States, at hydrema.com. Once again, check out the link down in the video's description, and they will be able to put you in contact on how you can purchase one of these models. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so very much for watching. Take a look at your screen right now. You will find another suggested link for another Diecast Emporium review. Until next time, take care, be safe, be well. I'll see you in the next review.